So CG5 came out with a new song around Poppy Playtime. I think he's done this every chapter. But this one is about the prototype and actually comes from the prototype's perspective on things, what he's doing in the factory and stuff. And in the new song, it teases what I think about seeing reason. Now, the connections I've made is from a few lyrics in the trailer. Number one, we have Thank Me Dear for Paradise, which, if you go back to the ARG, if you look in her bio, you will see quoted Thank Me Dear for Paradise. Now, I thought this was like from a book, from a show, from a movie, whatever. But no, it's teasing CG5's new song. Now, if you need more proof about seeing reason and the prototype, I don't think the prototype is seeing reason. I don't think they would do that. But another line from the song is maybe now you'll see reason from the wrong side out. See reason, seeing reason. You can't mess that up. So we've got two lines from the song, from the prototype's perspective, right directly to this Discord account that got banned from, I don't think it was banned, I don't know, but it got muted from the server by the by Playtime Co themselves. But I don't actually know who Seeing Reason is. I don't think she's been revealed. But if we circle back to the prototype, we actually know what he's trying to do now. So the prototype has worshippers, like the obvious ones like Catnap, apparently Huggy Wuggy, which would make sense as he was patched up by presumably the prototype as a reward for his loyalty to the prototype. And others like Chum, even though he's working for us, the prototype doesn't know that he is working with us and against the prototype. But this shows that if you see the prototype's vision, if you share his vision, you get rewarded and you get the life that you want in his way. But if you don't agree with the prototype, if you don't see his vision, then he quote unquote fixes you. He can make you better, he can make you right. And by this he changes your identity. So he wasn't experimenting like I initially thought and everyone else initially thought. He actually changes your identity, changes the way you think, changes what you look like, everything, to make sure you go by his vision, you share his vision, and basically wants to make what once was labs, experiments, manipulation and all sorts by the scientists and anyone who worked at Playtime Co. into the new home for the orphans and toys. But then there's another side, Poppy's side, who wants to blow up the factory. Basically everyone in there would die and basically just be an all-out fire, everyone's killed, which is what most people down in the factory don't want, which actually explains the poppy flower. In the music video we can see the prototype walking down the wall after putting Poppy in her case and then look back up basically to say, I don't want no one going in here. So he basically cuts off the second side of the toy war by painting the poppy flower, putting the warning signs up and all sorts. How he fit in there, I ain't got no clue. But this basically changes the identity of the prototype by a lot. I thought he was doing experiments, trying to learn how to do all the things that the scientists did. I thought this was why he kept Preston around, to basically learn off of Preston's mind, but it turns out he knew all along. But this just changes the prototype making experiments, learning how to do it all, to changing people's identity if they don't share his vision, his way of going, and basically accepting what everyone is now. And instead of blowing up the factory, which is what Poppy wanted, which is why he put her in her case so she doesn't do it, and basically changing people's minds, experimenting, well not experimenting, but reanimating them so they look at him as a god. Now if there's anything I missed, comment them, and if there's any games that you want me to theorise on, look at the lore at, then comment it, because I ain't got nothing to post. Like, this chapter came out and everything's just been done. Like, I think I might do Boxy Boo and all that stuff, but there is just literally no other games, no other things that are actually good to theorize on. So if you have like a game that you want me to do, or a theory that you want me to do, then comment it down, because I haven't got a single piece of content other than this. But if there's anything I missed, comment it down, and I'll see you with the next vid.